Hey everyone, in today's video we continue the coverage of our Discord tournament and we look at the finals. In the winners finals, I was facing Bromak Moment, and in the first game I had the black pieces against him. It was a London, and after 17 moves this position was reached where I was up a pawn and the first blunder took place. Bromak Moment played queen g4, allowing bishop f2 check, forking king and rook, and after the king takes, fe5, targeting the now pinned bishop to the king. However, I didn't see that, and I played another great move, fe5, targeting this bishop and also protecting my own. After this bishop moves, I may have this, which is what happened in the game. He should have gone bishop g3, allowing me to trade the bishops and be up 2 pawns, but instead he decided to play bishop h6, threatening mate right here. Then I had bishop f2 check, and after the king moves, I have to defend against mate first. Of course, I can't take the rook right away. So I played queen f6, defending against mate and also targeting this bishop, which is perfectly fine and winning, but I should have gone queen h4 check, forcing a trade of queens, and afterwards I would have been targeting this rook with a bishop and this bishop with a pawn, winning a lot more material. Instead, I went here, and Bromak Moment blundered again by giving me the bishop with bishop g7. And after some trades, I was just simply up too many pawns and also a bishop, and proceeded to win from there. In the second game, I had white, and in this position, I saw this threat, but missed the more important one until it was too late. Here, I should have castled, giving back the pawn. However, I played rook b1 and realized my mistake right afterwards. Queen g2, and after I went here, I called shower, rook e3. I can't take back with the pawn because it's pinned to the king, and I can't take with the king because I get obliterated. I saw that I was getting obliterated, but there was nothing else to do, so I did it anyway. After this, I went here. If I go here, I last one move longer. After queen takes, king goes here, queen f4 check, king d3, and queen d4 mate. However, I went here and queen g5 check, f4, queen f4 is mate in 2. Instead of that, this move was played. I interposed the bishop. If I interpose the queen, then it gets taken right away. At least this other way, they have to think of this skewer. That didn't happen. They went and gave this check right here. I was trying to get to safety this way, and after a couple of checks, my opponent was losing a lot of his advantage. It was in this position that he finally threw the win by playing this check with the knight. Here, something like b5 would have been completely fine. However, they played here. I went into the corner like I wanted to, and this would have been a draw except for one thing. I managed to flag here, finishing the swindle. In the third game, I had the black pieces again, and in this position, Bromak Moment blundered by playing queen a4, pretty much forcing me to find the winning combination. Knight e5, and after he recaptures, a3, trapping the light squared bishop. He went here, and better than taking the bishop right away would have been playing b5 on account of the fact that if the bishop takes either pawn, I can take this rook with check. However, I took right away, which is also, of course, totally winning, and he captured with the knight, which is a further blunder, allowing me to fork again. He went here, I took the rook, and here I had mate in 7 by taking over here and some sequence afterwards. Actually, I thought about that move for some time, but then decided to do the easy thing, which is just taking the other rook and being up a lot of material. Here he resigned. In the losers finals, Bromak Moment faced Tucker Josie, also known as Eli. In their first game, we have an example of building up small advantages into a win, when in this position, Bromak Moment played knight e5, a simple counting mistake when you have two attackers versus one defender. Eli took the pawn and was already much better. Later in the game, Bromak Moment played one of the top engine moves, g4, but after Eli took, he was supposed to go knight h2, going after this pawn immediately. Instead, he went knight h4, allowing Eli to strike in the center, which he did. From this moment, Eli played pretty much all the right moves. He came over here, brought the rooks, formed a battery, simplified, went after the king. In this position, he could have played queen g1 check, but his move was also perfectly fine and winning. And Bromak Moment should have gone king h3 for maximum resilience. Instead of that, he went king g3, allowing for mate in 4. After queen g1 check and after the knight interposes, Eli should have gone rook g2 check, and after king h4, rook g4, king h3, queen g2 would have been mate. However, he went here, which is of course also perfectly fine. He was up a piece and 2 pawns, and after a couple more moves, Bromak Moment resigned. In the second game, Bromak Moment blundered with the black pieces by playing c5 here. This allows for e5, and after d5, d5, knight d5, we have bishop e4, targeting the rook behind the knight, and there's nothing black can do except lose a piece. But that didn't happen, and Eli went here. In this position, however, Bromak Moment didn't see that the knight was under attack, played queen d7, lost the knight, and resigned on the spot. In their next game, Eli blundered a piece and proceeded to lose a bunch of pawns. Bromak Moment capitalized on his advantage very well. Here, this pawn is pinned, that's why it can't take the knight. After a bunch of checks, Bromak Moment had an overwhelming advantage. In this position, there was mate in 1 with knight g6. And here there was mate in 3 with knight g6 check, king e8, rook e1 check, queen e2, rook e2 mate. Here there was also mate in 2 with queen f5 check, king g8 forced, rook e8 mate. Here there was also mate in 2 with rook e5 check, and after king f6, there's queen e6 mate, and if king f5, then there is queen f8 or queen f7 mate with the classic ladder. The pawns are controlling these other squares. Here there was mate in 1 with rook e5. Your rook e4 was mate in 1. And here rook h4 was mate in 1 as well. In this position, about to get mated, Eli resigned. In their next game, Eli with the white pieces blundered by playing rook e2 here, and after rook e2, queen e2 should have been played because Bromak Moment has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pawns versus Eli's 1, 2, 3, 4. However, he went here, allowing Eli a second chance. Then in this position, Bromak Moment was clearly better, being up a pawn, all other things being pretty much equal. However, he shot himself in the foot by playing bishop g2, a blunder of a bishop, and it didn't stop there because he played rook d5 right afterwards, going after this one. Eli pinned the rook with bishop c4, Bromak Moment resigned, and Eli moved on to the grand finals. In the first game of the grand finals, Eli blundered a knight and afterwards proceeded to play bishop h7 check, probably hoping for king f8 when this sack becomes pretty good for white. It's not winning, but it can complicate the position, so it was a decent try. However, I played here and he resigned. In the second game of the grand finals, I had white in this position, and again, for the second time in the tournament against Eli, I missed a tactic here I could have played before, attempting to fork these pieces and at least win a pawn in the process. However, the game ended with a much more serious blunder. Here, back rank mate was possible and was played. In the last game of the match, we were both playing very well, if I may say so myself, and it took 30 moves for anyone to make a blunder. In this position, Eli played rook f1, and I capitalized on his mistake right away by playing queen e3 check, winning a pawn. I won a bunch of other pawns afterwards. And in this position, I played for a forced trade of queens. I was simply up 4 pawns, and in the next move, Eli resigned, and I was crowned champion. That is all about this tournament. Here is the final bracket. Won every single set, something I'm pretty proud of. Eli, on his part, only lost one set against me in the winner's bracket and then again against me in the grand finals. Bro McMoment only lost one set against me and another against Eli in the loser's finals. And Dead Can Z lost against Eli in the winner's bracket. And when he got sent to the loser's bracket, he made an incredible run by beating 3 different people before facing Eli again right before the loser's finals. That is all about this tournament. If you like this kind of content, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to talk with like-minded people and participate in these kinds of events, you can join our Discord. Link is in the description below. Bye.